how are you? It's Thursday. Oh, finally, it's Thursday. Yes, finally, Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. My last day of work, and then I will be free tomorrow. I'll finish at 4:30, and I will go to appointments, and then I still have time to go to the Asian grocery store. Um, yesterday, yesterday I was too tired and too exhausted. My brain didn't function well. I just listened a little bit with the video I did yesterday. I don't know I was talking about. And obviously, when I was thinking about the words that I was going to say, it took at least several seconds. Actually, I had something to talk about last night, but just too tired and no not much energy left. So now, yeah, when I'm just thinking about it's Friday tomorrow, and I feel much better now. Before I started this recording, I was a bit down, and I was reluctant to do it. I was between the sleepy, and not ready to go sleep. So, but I know I should do this. Is how many days already I did? Today is 2026. So today is 26. Anyway, it's just a kind of like a meal. The recording is like a meal for me a day that I have to do it. Otherwise, I will be starving. I have to eat the meal. Have to take the meal. Otherwise, I will be, feel very uncomfortable with my body will be very uncomfortable. Um, Talking about this, today when I was talking with another colleague, I was talking with a colleague that another colleague, she didn't feel well. So she asked me to jump to uh, her position because she felt headache, and so she wanted me to be in her room to assist the hygienist. And that colleague I was talking with, she's from Korea. Her English is like mine, a bit poor English to be honest. So I told her that she doesn't feel good. She's a bit uncomfortable. I said a bit, not very straightforward. Oh, she's headache. That's it. This is my mindset. This is my way. That my speaking way is not good. Sometimes when I say something, I didn't say it directly. I didn't express a meaning straightforwardly. I just use a lot of the other words instead of the straightforward words. So that's why sometimes, even though I'm talking with my partner, we also often get some misunderstanding. But good thing is after I found out, I would explain to him, and he also would listen and understand. So like today, it happened again. Oh, I didn't write my diaries recently. No, it's also kind of my reflection that journal. I didn't do recently. I didn't do much anything. Just just very exhausted every time after back to home. So many things I haven't done yet. Anyway, so I told her that she is uncomfortable. She's a bit unwell, and that colleague, she didn't get it, and she even asked, she's uncomfortable with you in that room. She thought another colleague is uncomfortable to stay with me. Oh my god. And I explained and I changed my sentences in different ways. Finally, she got it. Then I said, she feels sick. She feels sick and she feels a bit headache. Then she understand. But when I said she feels sick, she thought I or another colleague feels sick, not the person that we while talking with. So anyway, um, it's actually right now when I'm thinking about this part, it's not a really bad thing. Hopefully next time I could do better. Because this is a really good chance for you to express yourself well. Like if you say something that others they don't understand just at first, right? You definitely could change your expression ways, because maybe it's because of the way you express. They don't get used to it, because everyone, even though the same meanings, everyone has their own way to express it, right? To demonstrate it. So actually, this is really a good chance to practice my speaking English. I should notice about this. So next time, if anyone they said they don't understand, if I figure out they don't understand, then I should try other ways. I should try other words or sentences to express it. It also will help me to improve my English. Right, right. Um, um, Recently, the the new job is really good. It's just myself. I don't know why it happened to me again that I often not make mistakes. Is I often destroy stuff. So like this week, Tuesday, I worked in the room to assist one of our hygienists. That day, I broke the beauty fill. So I poured the back and it kind of put it back. So we just need to throw it and get a new one. It was lucky that we had a new one. We had some spare one there. Then this happened on Tuesday, right? Ah, holy shit. Yesterday, Wednesday, when I was in her room, I broke another stuff, which is more expensive. So even this morning, when one of the colleague, she was kind of like teasing me. Oh, I heard that you broke that machine, that instrument. I said, yeah, even right now I don't know what happened. So that one, and that also was an expensive instrument. So when you change it, I don't know what they could change. I don't know, but the hygienist told me that the instrument is in the dental clinic, in the dental industry, they are really expensive. So she's also kind of implying that instrument is expensive. What that instrument I broke is it's not a handpiece. It's a scaler. You can see the scaler. It's a handpiece scaler. It's a handpiece scaler. So So every time, there's a bottom which is connected to the air and water, and the handpiece is fine. Handpiece scale is fine. So the handpiece need to connect it with it, like they have some kind of the tool, like click, 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 and then click together. So the air and water could come from the bottom and go to the tips, to the berm. So the part I broke was the connected metal. So here, that instrument, they have three metal there, and another small part. So it's kind of that one and the handpiece, and with this one, because handpiece need to take off, need to remove, and need to sterilize every time. So every time when you get a clean one, you just put a new one, right? So the new one, when I put in, I still have no idea. Even right now, when I was put in, I just trying to put in right, but the way I put is not like just go to the match it directly. I was trying to, I don't know why I do like that. I was trying to click like this, what I can see. For example, this is a hole, right? This is a hole, and there's a metal in, and I need to click them together like this, and click, 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 right? Actually, when they are the inside, then when they can click together, they will could be like this. Okay, so it could be like this. But when I put in the stuff, I put the hand pieces like this way. It's too dark, I think here. I put from the side, from an angle, and then put in. And when I put the angle, I tried a few times. It doesn't work. Or it didn't work. I said, why it didn't work? It should be matched. It should be like this to hold together. So then I asked the hygienist, what happened with this one? Why it doesn't work? And then when she take it, at that time, I think it should be fine. Even right now, I don't know if me or she broke. I don't know. When she took it back and she found it's fine, and she put like this way, and it's matched, right? But then when she took off, she removed it, and she found there was one of the three metals. The one of the metals, it was dropped on the sink. It's broken. So the only two metals left, and then so she tried again, say if if the scaler if still works, and then found it doesn't work well. So she just told me it's broken. I think I just tried from the angle 1 or 2 or 3 times, and that it didn't work. That's why I asked her, and then told me it was broken. And this week our boss, she's not here. Maybe next Monday or Tuesday she'll be here. I don't know what she will tell me. I just feel very bad, also a bit of concerning about my job, especially right now I'm still in the probation period. So the mistake I made, it just gave me the very stress, very just gave me the pressure that, oh my god, the job is unstable again. I really have no idea. And the workplace, the feeling gave me is really like I'm kind of break everything. Not break everything, I'm kind of like break things every day or destroy something every day. Like I told you, the first 1 or 2 weeks, when I was collecting the water, the still water, because we finished right, we had a container, and that water is using for the autoclave. And so when we finish, when the autoclave needs to fill up the water, we just use one container, one big bottle of water to fill in, and after that, when it's empty, we need to fill up, right? So I did twice. That's when I did the filling up, I wasn't there, and I totally forgot the tap was open. So it was caused. Then the consequence was the lab, because the water was filling up in the lab. So it resulted that the lab was flooded, very wet, and too much water, and I did twice. God help me. I did twice this, the flooded lab, and then last time I threw there the whale, the boned whale, or you could say the boned pusher, boned mixer. Anyway, boned mixer instrument. And then this week I broke one, the beauty fair, and then broke another, the scalar connector. It made me very scary to touch everything now. And every time, if the instrument doesn't work well, then I will be thinking, did I do something wrong? I really have no idea. So such kind of the mistake I made before, which was only happened around 6 years ago. In another workplace, I did things like this. Maybe I really need back to the gym to keep doing exercise, not just for my body, my physical health, but more important is about my mental health. Okay, yeah, so this is what happened yesterday in the workplace. Like the work, the job was fine, was good. Still keep learning, keep practicing, and do the things better and better. And then on another hand, because of the mistake I made, I wasn't very pleasure with the job. It just made me worry too much. So it also consumed too much of my energy. That's why I felt so tired after work, and I really, really needed some spicy snacks. But that Asian store, the one I knew, um, they closed at 6. So after I finished work, there wasn't enough time to go there. But I didn't feel good. I just want to have some spicy. So we just looked for Google and see if there's any like Chinese restaurant. I'm doing the recording. Mm, mm. personal reasons. What I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Yes, just continue. Um, so we choose the restaurant. Uh, just in the Google Map. Through those photos, it looked very delicious. Their food photo looks very delicious, and I was hoping that they also could have the fish hot pot. Unfortunately, they don't have. So I went to there. There are in that area, which is kind of in the center of the city, there are several Chinese restaurants. So when I was the restaurant I choose, just nearby there are another 2 or 3 Chinese restaurants, but they mainly sell noodles and some small dishes. So they don't have the fish hot pot. Such a pity. That was my favorite one. But I still feel very happy that finally I find another small kind of the Chinese town, which is mainly providing the Chinese restaurant service. When I was leaving my last place, the last accommodation I stayed, that was really, really convenient for Chinese food, Chinese groceries, and also several Chinese restaurants. And the food they offered also are very nice, very delicious. Price affordable compared to here, still a little bit lower. Um, and the most important is very, very convenient. I just stay there. I live just in the same, not same, but just a nearby suburb. So just driving 3 to 5 minutes, then I could be reach any Chinese restaurant that I like, and the Chinese Asian stores, and they also got almost everything that I want. That was so convenient. But now the current city I just moved in, yes, it's a big city, much bigger than the previous one, but it's also not really very convenient because it's too multicultural and too big that you go to only if you stay in the same suburb. But in general, the suburb, in general, those restaurants they just open in the city, and the rent would be very expensive, I think. And they also have a lot of the Asian groceries. But the funny thing is that Asian groceries they really just selling the Asian food. Um, for example, like last weekend, I went to one of the Asian groceries because of that. Most of them, they just call it blah blah name and Asian groceries, right? But the food they sell is quite different. Last week, I went to the Asian grocery store. uh, I was really hoping that I could find something I like because it's also a big one, a big store. But then when I went in, I just walked in the store. I walk around at least 3 circles. I finally confirmed that store is just a Korean store because most food are from Korea, and the snacks I want to have, Chinese snacks I want to have, or any other Chinese food, very rare. And the snack, no, nothing. So I didn't buy much things. and I still remember. And this is a Korean Asian store, and there's another Asian store just nearby to my suburb. It takes 5 minutes driving, very close, right? So at the first time when I saw it, I was so excited. I thought, oh my god, that was so good that there was a Asian store. What the fuck, actually? That one is also not really. That one, it wasn't. It isn't a Chinese Asian store. Yes, it is Asian store, but it is a Malaysia store, because the owner is from Malaysia. She's not really Chinese, so they sell some uh, sauces, snack stuff. It's more like from their country, like their country stuff. And I can't buy any snacks as well because I can't see any that I want to have. Asian store? Yes, yeah, Asian store. And the Asian store could be from that Asian store could just sell the Korean food, Malaysia food, and then there are several other Asian stores, and I noticed that they sell Indian food and or Nipponese food. Thank you so much. I don't need them. I just want the Chinese grocery store. So that's why I said after a while, after I discovered several stores, I finally found one. It is really a Chinese Asian store. It almost has everything that I want. But the thing is, their opening hours, um, it's quite reasonable, but not convenient for me. Uh, Firstly, it's about the opening hours is not fixed. It's not fixable hours. So I'm not sure sometimes if it's open or not. In the invoice, they have the contact number, right? I even called them before, last weekend I even called them before I went there because I want to know if they open or not. But no one answered the phone. I called several times, still I didn't get any reply. Didn't get any answer from them, so I get up anyway. But that's the only one I can find out. I can only have like I really want some Chinese chicken feet, real spicy chicken feet. So anyway, because I didn't go to the Asian stores, I didn't have any much the Asian spicy food, or just some Asian snacks I don't have. Currently, no any, just out of stock in my house. So we went to the restaurant instead to have the snacks. So went to the restaurant. It was a little bit late already, 7 o'clock. Then because I didn't have the spicy food for a while, so when we went to the restaurant, when I saw those menus, and especially when you scan the QR code, you could go to the app to place an order. Then they also on the app they provide the food, not just for the name. They also have the photos. So I just felt everything on the menu. I want to have it. Which result that I ordered too much, especially too much spicy. So the too spicy food I ordered, I couldn't finish it. Then I took away. I want to say here, I mentioned those things is because I want to say that this is really a bad habit for many people, including me. That when you want to get something, finally you have a chance to have it, then you just too greedy to try to hold everything. But you forget that how much you really need. You just want, I want. like the spicy food. I just think, oh, I want. Then I ordered too much. I can't finish it because I forgot to check how much I need, how much food I can eat. My mind at that time only has two words. Just be there. I want. That's really not good habit, right? I know that. So I even told my partner, this time you should remind me, because it happened several times. Yes, and then and I really don't like to go to the city. Since I have a car, every time I go to the city, I just feel very headache because of parking. Yesterday, even though it was after 6 o'clock and we went to the city, it was still very difficult to find a park just on the street. So after we did several circles, because you need to drive in, drive out, and if you don't know the way, it would be very easy for you to drive to the highway. So anyway, so we kind of spent, when we arrived at that area, then we found there wasn't we didn't find any the parking spot. Even though we saw there are several the parking area, like the shared parking, but we didn't find the entrance how to go in. So we just continued drive out, and it took at least 10 minutes come back to there. And at that time when we come back, I searched search the parking rather than the restaurant name. And then okay, we finally found one. The name is Wilson Parking. It's a paid parking. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe because there are some Wilson parkings, they didn't charge after 6 or 7, so we just drove to the Wilson parking. And then I think the name it is Wilson. And then when we went there, because we finally arrived nearby to the restaurant, and then we just went in. We drove in, park, and I checked the parking price. I just want to say, holy shit, that's why that parking area only have 2 cars or 3 cars parked there, not much cars, because the parking fee, it was so expensive. The 0 to 2 hours, most places are free, but they charge you double price than the street parking. I mean the parking, the fee charge, the parking on the street. Anyway, and then for the order day, the double of 2 hours again. I mean the fee charge double than 1 to 2 hours again. Oh my god! So that means we went there to have a dinner. We need to control. We had to control our dinner time, and also we need to pay a high parking fee. So to be honest, it wasn't a pleasure. So after that, I noticed there are other parking nearby, and they also parked several cars there, and they also have the space. Because that's the city, that area, there are a lot of Chinese restaurants. Definitely I will go back there again. So yesterday I just recorded a little bit of the restaurant there. No, I just recorded a little bit of the parking area there. So next time if we go, we could just parking around those areas. Okay, 10 minutes left. Actually, there are maybe 10 to 15 minutes didn't have much recordings. So that was yesterday. Actually, how about today? Today I learned a new word, which is called one instrument. I didn't figure out what that called, what the name and function today. So I asked one of the hygienists. She told me that the instrument, that instrument is mm, okay, okay, today. I'm really like of sleep. I need to go to sleep. I'm going to buy a massage gun. Right now I searched online. They said the hyper, hyper what? Hyper what? They said hyper what massage gun. It's really good. So yeah, after I buy one, and I will let you know how it is.